Right, we're now moving on to the fun part of the picture, which is painting the horns and the mouth. We've started with the right hand side of the picture in order that we can still keep the photograph as close to the painting for ease of operation. Okay, this is a fairly tricky part of the painting, dealing with the horn. But they're great things to work on because you can squidge them. This is the operating end of a rhino, and there's plenty of texture to be found on the sharp end of a rhino, and that's what we're going to try and capture here a little bit. And there's quite a few colours in here. I think it's important to try and make sure that you don't have a smooth rhino, because rhinos aren't smooth. They're big, lumpy, muddy, gritty things, and you don't want that. So we're trying to capture that texture in there. Just trying to capture some of this light coming in from the other side and still come with that craggy feeling of the horn here. You see, one of the joys of oil painting is that you can squidge it and work it and move it till you capture the effect you want. It's a great medium. Okay, now then, let's have a look at this second horn. Right, now then, let's block in a bit more colour here. And we're going to work dark, neat onto the dry canvas, and it will take a lot better than if you're working over wet. So this is very dark in here, so ivory black in there. Touch of burnt umber. Look at that bubble under his chin there. Using this. Put his nose in. See, I won't be able to breathe otherwise. Now, the front of Kiri's nose is brown where he's been foraging and eating grass, and I think I'll lighten that up a bit. We can go down into where we've put the brown colours in there, just blend them in. These wrinkles. Nice big wrinkles on his nose there, which we're going to fine tune in a minute. I'm using a fair amount of cerulean blue and Alarizzium crimson here, just to give an underpainting colour to what we're doing. But for the shading, I'll keep returning to the Payne's grey just to give that shadow. Got some other. There's a bit of a fiddly old area. And there's some nice browns in there we must try and capture here. We're just putting some of these wrinkles in. These are really the more heavy, pronounced wrinkles we're putting in, and then we'll fine tune it with a smaller brush. And as it gets finer, the colour gets less pronounced. It's not just about putting black wrinkles in. You've got some light ones as well here. So we've got a nice sheen on the lip here. Just to give it a impression of the light reflecting off the nose. These wrinkles on the face here as well. Maybe have a fair amount of light on them. Just want to put that in between the wrinkles. squidge that in there because we've got a band of light going up. And a very dull sheen to the outside here, which is quite important, I think. It gives it that. Change that a little bit. So nice. Get the lighting right and the rest will follow. Famous last words. It's a bit of a hit or miss affair with the rhino. Just a warmer bit of Windsor orange and yellow ochre just to finish that off down there. Just if this will work, just have a try a bit. Sometimes you get a nice little squidgy effect up there. We blend it in. A little bit out there. I think your paintings need a little bit of chaos in them. I've mentioned that before. Not too much chaos, but just enough to give it that something. Maybe. Capture some of this going back up here. And I think for the minute that'll probably do. Just a couple of little. It's nice to just have a sort of mark that says it's not really perfect. I don't know, something along here. Just to say it's not. Yeah, I've been in the mud, mate. Ooh. So just a little bit of. I've been with my friends in the mud bath. A little bit of touch on that. I would soften that down, so we got that. And a little bit under there. Now, I think we're okay. That looks a little bit smooth on his forehead, so we'll bang a bit in stuff in there. Just want him to. He needs a bath by the time I've finished, but a little bit of something here, just to bring him down to earth a little bit. This looks a bit too, everything's looking too neat, I often feel. That looks, one last little adjustment and we'll have a look at the background. A little bit of bluey shade in there. Looks absolutely ridiculous at the moment, but it looks like he's got eyelashes growing out of his. Let's find a little squidgy brush. That's a big squidgy brush, little squidgy brush. Yes, little squidgy brush, and we'll just soften that in. Okay. I think that will suffice for the minute. Let's put a background on. We'll just keep working these colours till we get the colour we want. And that isn't the colour we want, but it'll do for the minute. Just got to go back over and touch up a few little bits and pieces to make the, just give it that edge. I can just do this sort of thing. We've just knocked off some of the edges when we've been painting around them. Capture them back. Now on the end of their ears, they've got little tufts. You have to excuse my fingers a minute here, but you have tufts under their ear, which we must put in. And you have to go a little bit more over it. And I think we'll just put a little bit of definition in that foreground, I think. Just to make it look as though there's a little bit of hint of a ground there. Up here somewhere. You can just see the, just tells the viewer there's something down there, vaguely looking like ground. Okay, I think that'll. And there, one finished picture of Kiri for the use of. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and your visit to Marwell Zoological Park. I also hope that some of the techniques I've used in my paintings will help you with your work. Why not get down to your local wildlife park and see if you can find some inspiration there. Until next time, happy painting.
Now available to buy. Try these techniques at home whenever you wish. The extended DVD of today's workshop is now available from the Painting and Drawing channel. For further information and to order your copy, go to www.paintingdrawingchannel.com.